first time in this event we're seeing one of our world title contenders hit the lineup. Ronnie Blakey with Ross Williams. Ross, Gabriel Medina, he's in this third heat of the day. How do you think he's going to fare?
I mean, I'm absolutely in love with his chances. I think Keanu Asing is smart. You know, he grew up here in Hawaii, so he's going to have some local knowledge for sure. To be honest, I'm not familiar with how Wade Carmichael surfs at Pipeline, but we all know Gabriel Medina. You know, he is one of the favorites out here. The way he competes, he is so smart. He never gets greedy, but he will max out his ability in terms of finding those at just the right place at the right time to throw caution into the wind. You know for sure he's going to get a pair of sevens or better.
And then, yeah, kind of got the hey, Uncle Dino called me. You're in. I'm pretty sure you're in. Put that water down. And then I was just like, oh yeah, nice. But yeah, put the drink down. Went home, got ready for the comp, and then got the for sure call this morning. Thank you, WSL, for just big time.
Enough skill to win out here at Pipe, which is a big statement. You know, there's a lot of amazing, talented surfers that could win this event. There's one of them right there. He came so close last year, Ronnie. In fact, you know, in my opinion, it was a coin toss. You know, Julian just got him, but it was so even between him and Julian in the finals. And there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Gabriel Medina, he is amazing at. Kind of has that same vibe, and I'm very impressed with Italo Ferreira, by the way, too, how they compete at Pipeline. A lot of
championship tour with a big result in 21st at the moment. Can really put some distance between himself and those surfers knocking on the door of the top 22. But here we go. Wade Carmichael, one of his first waves. Hasn't had too many opportunities to surf the Pipeline, but will relish the opportunity with just two other competitors in the lineup here in the first round. Medina taking off now. Nice and deep. Find some cover and a clean exit. Just keeping busy now without priority.
Looking extremely casual, Gabriel Medina. But Gabriel seems to be comfortable here. He embraces it, and I'm very impressed at how he picks apart the lineup. So much work gets put into before these guys even stand up on a wave. You know, the performance of the wave, how you get barreled, it's tricky. But where you position yourself, how you take off, the line you pick, it gets overlooked. And for someone like Gabriel Medina to be able to figure that out, it's pretty amazing.
If Gabriel Medina can come back and win the world title in 2015, go back to back.
He's breaking the limits in surfing, period, not just competition. And I think that's where Gabriel Medina really lights up. When he goes out there and absolutely stomps on his competition, and you know, he does it with power moves as well, Ronnie.
I thought that almost could have been a perfect heat. His second ride, it didn't have the big aerial in it, but that was the combination of a number of different turns, so much variety. Well, just over 18 minutes to go, and during that highlight from France, we did see Wade Carmichael swing on a medium-sized wave. He got a 1.8, still remains in second position, and the 21-year-old Medina leads this heat. Let's talk a little bit about Keanu Asing after we see the replay of this ride.
There you go. Wow. Good line there for Wade Carmichael. I didn't see any real mistakes there. He pinned that thing right off the bottom and pulled in, but that wave was just a little sloppy. You saw some whitewash and chandeliers kind of fill up inside the barrel. This is it. If they want to get back on a CT next year, they got to get a big result here.
Well, Keanu making a decision now with priority. He grabs that rail, holds onto the wall for a moment, so the wave shuts down and he gets out of there. Just under 17 minutes remaining. Keanu Asing is out there facing one of surfing's biggest challenges. Basically says to himself every time he's about to take on one of the top seeds, as we see Wade Carmichael dragging into this barrel, that wave pinching. Everything looks right for Wade. The barrel technique's good. He's negotiating the heavy drop here at Pipe pretty well, but his wave selection at the moment, his lack of experience in this lineup is the difference.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be a little bit selective out here and be clever in knowing which wave is gonna pinch and close out. Watch inside the barrel how this thing clamps right there. You're not going to break through that thing. I don't care how low to your board you get, how much rails you hold on to. It's just too much strength in that lip.
But he's so relaxed going into this title showdown as opposed to last year.
Yeah, he really is. And you know, that's what makes being a World Tour surfer so tough. It is such a long battle, and you have to be extremely hungry for a long period of time.
Well, Keanu Asing on an insider here, pulling into the barrel, has a good line, gets spat out after a quick trip over the foam ball, winds through a little backhand cutback. Not too many points there, but a decent ride as behind, out the back. Medina again finds his way through. the shack. And he throws down a nice little layback snap and left at the takeoff zone. And having a look at this one is the Vans Triple Crown leader, Wade Carmichael. Just doesn't set the rail to get into that tube. 9 minutes remaining. Decent scores are going to drop from Medina. Broken board for Wade Carmichael. He'll make his way back to the beach, grab his backup board and try and get back into the lineup with just over 8 minutes remaining and get himself back into this heat.
See if Gabriel can get in the mix here, back into the lineup, because this is a nice looking wave here.
Jeremy Shepherd. Wade is one of those surfers who works with the High Performance Centre in Australia.
That was deep. Just a small wave for Keanu, but it was deep. And as you mentioned, he had to go up and over the foam ball. So scores have yet to drop for that, but it should be right in the middle of the scale. Bigger wave here for Gabriel Medina, but shorter boot barrel. That it had a kind of an almondy shape. Love that little layback jam there, just to add maybe a half a point to his score. So again, he's chipping away.
Keanu Asing, he logs a 5.57. This wave just taken during the replay. Gabriel Medina.
Wow, so easily the best wave we've seen. And I had a feeling, because right when those guys were kind of in a paddle battle, Gabriel Medina and Keanu, a nice set of waves came in and had a perfect angle. And you can see how good pipe is. When it comes out of the west, it's going to hit that reef and just really huck itself. It gets so deep. It's such an abrupt hit on the reef, and then it gets really shallow and it makes the wave basically fold over itself. Kind of like Chopu, but just a little more unruly. So it's so tough to get yourself perfectly positioned, and Gabriel Medina did it right on the button there. That's going to be a big score.
It's going to fall just short of the excellent range. That's between 8 and 10, but it will be a mid-range 7, and Medina's going to press further ahead of Keanu Asing and Wade Carmichael. A 7.33 for Gabriel, and Keanu Asing now chasing a 7.04. Wade Carmichael, he's all but out of this one. He needs a 2-wave total of 12.61. He's only just getting back into the lineup.
Emotionally back into what they've got to deal with, which is a world title race. You know, in that house alone, you've got 3 threats, and then you have to step away from that and to give Owen some good love, and then back down here on the beach and get ready for your heat. You can't imagine the emotional roller coaster that all these guys are going through.
Definitely. Just over 3 minutes remaining, and we saw Keanu Asing get a quick ride there. He is looking for a 7.04. Ross, what were your thoughts on that wave?
He really had to slow himself down and kind of force that barrel. I mean, it couldn't have looked like a 7-point ride right here. He's going to grab that rail, kind of shove his body against the wall to slow down. Great surfing right there from Keanu. You know, he got himself technically in the barrel, but I am surprised that he took off on a wave that small when he's going to need a 7 here in the last couple minutes. Now he is really up against it. Now he's going to need a little bit of luck on his side.
Well, let's have another look at this 7.33 from Medina.
Yeah, easily double overhead. And again, Gabriel is so insane at stalling. He always uses his entire body, both his arms, which is kind of tough to do when you're being surrounded by all that water and power. A lot of times it's easy to be intimidated and kind of just be like a deer in headlights. But for Gabriel, he actually performs in the barrel. He slows himself down. He's got great awareness.
It's going to be a fun morning as we count this one down. Gabriel Medina getting the job done in his first effort, and looking, Ross Williams, extremely comfortable.
That was crazy. He sleepwalked through that heat. Very impressive. Again, just his ability to read this lineup is uncanny.
Well, Wade Carmichael just enjoying a quick ride, trying to get his feet set on his board and get ready for a big round 2 clash. Medina moving directly through. We're going